Hello, Fuse Nation. My name is Alex Fuse, a host of Fusion News. Today is November 2nd, 2017. I am your host of this show. I am on the phone right now with Rob Marcello. He is from Dean College, and we will be talking all about. We got the World Series ended last night. The Astros are the 2017 World Series champions. I know Rob is down there at Dean College, right outside of the Boston area. We'll be talking some Red Sox. We'll be talking of course, the Red Sox rival the New York Yankees. And of course, we'll be talking some New England Patriots stuff today. So, Rob, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, I, of course, met you down at when I went to the sports broadcasting camp at Dean College this past summer. We met at one of the Patriots training camp. We got to see Tom Brady on his birthday. What a great 2 weeks that was, 2 week camp. So, how was everything down there at Dean College?
Everything's good here. The weather's so good down here. Especially late in October and November. It's kind of unseasonable here with the weather.
Yeah.
Athletics are doing good here. The soccer team's doing good again. Football team's about to finish their year up, and we're getting started to get ready for winter sports.
Now, winter sports are one of my favorites. You get a good basketball game going at Dean College, and then, of course, what other winter sports do you have at Dean?
I think basketball.
Basketball?
That's pretty much it. We don't really have. We have like tryouts for baseball. Then we have lacrosse in the spring. I think we're starting field hockey up here pretty soon. So a lot of moving parts.
And now you have esports there, right?
We do have esports. Yeah, we had an event a couple of weeks ago.
That's pretty cool.
I had a chance to live stream the event. I was a cameraman for it, so that was pretty cool. Definitely an exciting new event.
And of course, how is the voice of the Patriots, John Rook, doing?
John's doing good. Yeah, Mr. Rook's always good. He's one of the best. He's taught us well. I know he's taught you. He's taught me pretty well, and I know you're a senior, so hopefully we see you next fall and some Dean College gear.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that, but I'm a little tired because these World Series games are going really late. Am I wrong or am I right?
Well, yeah, they've been going on pretty late, a couple of extra games in the World Series, but that's the way the playoffs are. They're so unpredictable.
Yeah. Well, and Rob, do you think the MLB should start their games a little earlier? Because how exactly are they going to get the younger crowd into the games if they're going past? I mean, last night's game ended at 11:59.
Yeah, I think it's the World Series, so I think maybe pushing it back to maybe 7 o'clock at the regular normal start time. During the regular season might be able to help, but also keep in mind out on the West Coast, people are gonna have a hard time getting to a World Series game at 4 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. So you kind of have to cater to everyone's needs.
Yeah, you have a great point on that, but what a win for the Houston Astros. I know they defeated the Red Sox in the first round of the playoffs, and then they ended up beating the Yankees. What a team the Houston Astros is. I know a Sports Illustrated reporter back in 2014 predicted that this team would win the World Series this season. It is just crazy events that led up to this World Series championship victory for the Houston Astros. Were you surprised that this Astros team won the World Series this year, or were you kind of like, yeah, this team is really good, it's their time to shine?
Yeah, I think at the start of the season, not many people predicted that the Astros were going to be in the World Series. A couple of years ago, they made the playoffs, got bounced up by the Royals. And you're exactly right. On the Sports Illustrated, it said 2017 World Champions, and there they were winning it all. So you got to give them a lot of credit. Their lineup's fantastic. Their pitching's fantastic. Unfortunately, the Red Sox didn't end the way that we wanted to. And unfortunately, your Yankees didn't as well. So, that's baseball. It's the playoffs. The LA Dodgers coming in the World Series are the better team. But I think the Dodgers need to understand that only one team's going to finish the year happy. And unfortunately, it wasn't them.
Yeah, and Rob, were you surprised? You just mentioned the Red Sox didn't have the team to go as far as they would have liked this year. Were you surprised when the Red Sox announced that they were not bringing John Farrell back next season?
I was a little shocked at first. I personally like John Farrell. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, it is a business. You don't get it done, especially in a town like Boston. Unfortunately, lose your job. So, those are the kind of things where you any problem with a player, or you can't get through your clubhouse, those are the kind of things that can get you fired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just across town, over on the rival side, the New York Yankees, they didn't re-sign Joe Girardi back. And I think I was more surprised that Joe Girardi was not going back to the Yankees rather than John Farrell not going back to the Red Sox. Now, this Yankee team is very young. And what was surprising to me, not exactly just Joe Girardi not going back to the Yankees, it was more of now they have to rebuild their whole coaching staff, and they are just one win away from the World Series. Do you agree or disagree with the front office of the New York Yankees deciding not to bring Joe Girardi back next season?
I strongly disagree with them. Joe Girardi was dealt a very young roster. He had to develop them quickly because in an organization like the Yankees, there's no such thing as a rebuild. Mm-hmm. And anything other than a World Series championship is really unacceptable. And he did a really good job with the team that he had this year. They were 27 outs away from making the World Series. Mm-hmm. And, they fell a little up short to a team that was better than them. So, it's one of those things where in the playoffs, anything can happen. The Yankees were down 2-0 to the Indians, and no one thought they were going to come back and win 3 in a row. They were down 2-0 against the Astros. They came back and won 3 in a row. So, the Yankees had a very good year, and they're going to be good for a while, especially the impact that they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just looking at this Yankee team, it's just crazy to see how many prospects they have within the system of the Yankees. They're telling everyone at the end of the season, you haven't seen what we can really do, and that's one of the most shocking things and exciting things if you're a Yankee fan in the next few seasons. But we'll switch gears and talk a little football. I know now that MLB is over, this is officially the NFL season. We got some hockey going on now, some basketball going on now, but let's talk some Patriots. I know the Patriots made the news a few nights ago trading their backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. What was your reaction when you saw the news that the Patriots are getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo and basically saying, hey, Tom Brady's our guy for the next few seasons?
A little shocked at first. I think especially with the trade, I don't have really a problem trading Jimmy Garoppolo. Just kind of the value that we got for him. We got a second-round draft pick. I personally think Jimmy Garoppolo is a lot more valuable than the second-round draft pick. I feel like we could have done a player for him, more of a defensive player or wide receiver like a Pierre Garçon to help our receiving core. So, to answer your question, I was a little disappointed.
Now, do you really think that Tom Brady can play at the level he is playing right now for the next until he's 45?
It's kind of hard to say right now, Alex. The way that Tom's playing right now, I'd say yes. If you maybe ask later in the season, maybe I have a different answer. But right now, Tom's flying high. We're in a bye week here. He gets a week off. We'll go to Denver the week after that. So there's no question that Tom's going to continue to play at the high level. It's just when is he going to say to himself, I got to stop. But I think, especially in New England, we never want to hear those words from Tom Brady. So
I know.
I think it's going to have to take maybe a Super Bowl championship this year to make him stop playing.
Now, Rob, you mentioned that you were hoping for maybe a defense player in the trade with Jimmy Garoppolo. This Patriots defense has been one of their major flaws this season. And really, this Patriots season, going into the season, before week one, everyone was saying this could be one of the greatest NFL teams we've ever seen. Now, their defense, like I just said, is one of their major flaws of the season. What do you think they need to do going forward the rest of the season to fix their defense to really be a huge threat in the playoffs?
I think any time you lose a guy like Jamie Collins last year, lose a guy like Dante Hightower halfway through the year, there's a lot of moving parts, and I feel like that was kind of the case. In week one, we had a guy out there, Cassius Marsh, that really had no idea what he was doing back there. You have David Harris. We've had some new guys. They've done a really nice job. I put a lot of trust in Bill Belichick. As a fan, Bill's been great to the organization, the fans, and the players. So I really can never doubt him and what he's doing. And Matt Patricia's done a really good job, what he's been dealt with. Last year's team's defense was amazing. We had a pass rush. We had guys like Logan Ryan, Eric Rowe, Malcolm Butler. We just added Stephon Gilmore this year. Stephon Gilmore really hasn't shown what he's worth of his money yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has to stay healthy, and hopefully we'll have him later in the year. But yeah, the defense is definitely a major issue. We've played better the past couple of weeks, but to have a chance to win a division title, have a chance to have home field, even have a chance to win a championship, you gotta have a good defense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You can't win games without having a good defense. And Rob, before we wrap up this interview, one last question. I know the author from Sports Illustrated, his name isn't in my head right now. I can't remember his name, but he predicted that the Astros were going to win the World Series this year. Throw out a prediction for next year. The 2018 MLB World Series champion is going to be who?
Well, I'm going to try not to be biased here. I'd say the Red Sox, because I'm a big Red Sox fan, but I think it's going to be the Dodgers next year.
The Dodgers?
The Dodgers are coming back stacked. They still have Cody Bellinger.
Mm-hmm.
They still have a lot of those guys. They still have Clayton Kershaw. They still have Yu Darvish. They still have a Massachusetts native Rich Hill that pitched really good in Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
They still have a good bullpen. Their lineup is still very strong. Jock Peterson, after a terrible regular season, really came up in the World Series, played a big part of the reason why they forced the Game 7.
Yeah.
So, if you ask for now, I think it's the Dodgers.
All right. Well, as long as you don't pick the Red Sox, I'm okay.
I was trying not to be biased.
Well, Rob, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come on my show this afternoon, and I hope to talk to you in just a few weeks to talk some more Patriots football. We can talk some Celtics then, some hockey if you want, but I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on my show tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alex.
Yep. All right, Feuzion, I'll be going live in about 5 minutes with 4 Schuylerville football players to talk this upcoming game on Saturday against Glens Falls. It's a rematch from 2 years ago where Schuylerville beat Glens Falls to advance even farther in the playoffs. It's going to be a great show. Keep watching, and I will be seeing you very soon. You can follow me on Twitter at AlexFeuz. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.